and I have part 2 of my giant Christmas Dollar Tree haul for you guys today. My store is still putting new stuff out, so I'm trying really hard not to buy a whole bunch of stuff, but if I find anything really good, I'll probably grab it, and that will probably stretch this into 4 parts. So no more talking. No more explaining. I'll leave the links down below for the first part if you want to go and check that out. It was very much all the gnome stuff. I think there are a few gnomes that might creep in here and there too because again, they're putting out new stuff. But let's just go. I'm gonna put my drink down. Do you love my mug though? My friend, I've shown you some of the mugs she's got me before. Her name is Carrera and she got this one for me. She spoils me. I love her so much. So I have my drink ready to go. Go grab some coffee, tea, a drink, whatever you guys want, and let's check out what I got. I'm gonna start with all the lights that I got. So I found 2 of these lanterns. You can see I got sort of it's almost like the brushed metal here. It's not, there were black ones that were more of a solid black. I liked the one that had more of that like metal look to it. These are the LED, so just here on the bottom, you've got your little candle, you pop out the tag and away you go. And I just love, they actually look quite realistic, and I think that they're really beautiful in tier trays or just in kind of some of the Christmassy displays that that you might be putting out. So I grabbed 2 of them. I don't think they're new. They've actually had these for a couple years, I think, but this is my first time grabbing them, and I don't know why I didn't grab them before, and I probably will go back and grab some more. So they're super cute. I grabbed a bunch of these little yard lights, the solar stakes. So I got the little reindeer. I think I got, oh, I just got one of him. I got one of the little Frosty. I got 2 little elves. And I got 2 of the Christmas trees. And I have to be honest, I bought a bunch of the Halloween ones that didn't really work that well. I think my house doesn't get enough sun, so they blinked a little bit and they didn't really stay nice and bright. So I'm gonna figure something else out to do with these, but I didn't want to just go crazy and grab a whole bunch of them if they don't really work. They're super, super cute. I love that they all have the sticks that are colored. So this is red and white, this one's green, the little reindeer has the green and white, and the snowman has the blue and white. There was a Santa and one other. I think there were 6 of them in total, but I liked these guys. So I'll see if I probably will put them outside, but I just didn't think that they worked all that well. So they look cute, but I have a feeling when it starts to snow, these aren't going to work as well as the ones that you pay a little bit more money for. So I didn't go crazy grabbing a whole bunch, but I did also grab 2 of these, and there were other colors, and I would like to see how well these work. At my store, there's still a bunch of them left, so I'm not too worried that they're gonna sell out. I'd like to see how well these work before going and buying more. There's no solar panel on them, so I'm not too sure if they're actually gonna be better or worse, I don't know. But I figured they do go with the other stakes, so I can make a cute little setup somehow. We have that big blow up gnome that I showed you in the last video, and we have a giant snowman, so I can do something cute around them, and even if they don't work, at least they look cute. But if they do work, I'll go back and get more of these. And then the same goes for these. Aren't these pretty? I just think they're so beautiful. But again, I don't know how well they're going to work. So these have the solar panel on top, and then they have the little hook. So I'm thinking these would look really good kind of hooked around a tree that we have outside. But if they don't really work, I didn't want to buy a whole bunch of them. I'd rather invest the money in maybe a set of, you know, big lights that look like this or something else. But they are very pretty, and I'll definitely use them, but I didn't want to buy too many of them until I know how well they work. My store does still have a bunch of these as well, so after this haul, I'll go hang them outside, and if they work nicely, I'll grab a bunch more. But I just think all the colors look so beautiful, and you really could do a ton of stuff with these. You don't have to use them as lights. I think they would look beautiful as like a Sorry, I'm pointing way up high to my mantle up there, but you guys can't see that. So I think they would look beautiful as a garland, kind of an oversized garland on a really big fireplace mantle, which is what I have. It's quite large. So I think that is something I could do if they don't light up very nicely, but I just wanted to grab them because I haven't seen these before. So another thing that I grabbed that I wanted to show you is the soaps. There were a couple of other ones from this Hands-On brand, but these are the two that I got. So the first one is Peppermint Twist. You can see here, this is like a gel soap, so it just pumps out the gel and it smells really nice. Yeah, it's a very subtle peppermint and like a peppermint candy cane. So like that sweet peppermint, not that really strong kind of more natural peppermint smell. But it's very, very subtle. And I think actually it will smell on your hands for a little while, which is kind of nice. We needed to actually get into these because we've used up all of our fall and Halloween hand soaps, and so I needed to open this. I wanted to show you guys. I do have from last year the Santa soap dispenser, and I think I bought the Snowman soap dispenser, so I could always put those or put these into those bottles, but these are actually really pretty too, the labels, so if you just wanted to leave them in this, I think that would be fine. So I think we'll put this one out first and use this one, and then we're going to move into this one, which is Cranberry Frost. And this one is the foaming dispenser. And I didn't smell it in the store, but oh, this one smells really nice actually. It smells like the sweetness of cranberries and not that really kind of bitter tanginess of cranberries. It's very pretty. Yep, that's really nice. There's no sort of synthetic smell to it. It smells very natural, and I think this one's gonna be really nice also on your hands. My hands already smell really good from touching both of them, so we'll use the peppermint one first. It's kind of more Christmassy, and then we can kind of keep this one out and it'll last all through the winter. And then a quick non-Christmassy thing that I grabbed are these picture frames. They're the square picture frames. These are perfect for your calendar pages if you wanted to use them and just display them nicely in a frame. These will fit really well. You don't have to cut them down and try to fit them into an 8x10 or anything like that. So I hadn't seen them before at my store. So as soon as I did, I grabbed a couple of them so I can now do the 2 different calendars that I bought. I can display each of their November and December. Well, I'll probably do the page from each month and just switch them out every month throughout the year, but I was happy to kind of find these because I also think these would be great to display my scrapbooking pages. So sometimes my pages are too dimensional to put into a frame with the glass on it, but I think I will just maybe grab a couple more frames and pop the glass out of them and at least have the frame and the backing to hold the page in place, and that'll make it easier to switch them out whenever I have a new favorite page too. So I grabbed one of these candy cane wreath forms. I really didn't grab many wreath forms this year compared to in previous years. My store's been really good about carrying the standards, the circle, the square, all that kind of stuff. And I just happened upon one of the larger candy canes. So they have scaled this down a little bit. The ones that they came out with this year aren't quite as big. And I'm glad that I grabbed this. My store had them out, probably last year's leftover stock, in August, early August. So I grabbed one just on a whim. I have used this before, but I used it as a J in the word joy. And I want to make a candy cane, so I'm glad I got a big one. I think I probably will go back and get some of the small ones. I think they're the right size for gift giving and things like that, but I'm glad I got a big one for this year. I also got the snowman. He's big. I don't know if you're gonna be able, there we go. So you can see he's got a hat and he's got his little arms. Super cute. And yeah, he's just, I'm like right in the in the hedge. There we go. I think he's just gonna make a really cute little wreath. There's lots you could do. You could really even leave him just like this. I kind of like the idea of having these silhouettes kind of tucked into some of my decor. So he could look cute just like that, but you could leave him open and, you know, wrap something, twine or something around him, or you could use the twine and wrap it so you fill in the negative space, and then that gives you a place to put, you know, eyes and a nose and stuff. There's lots of ideas that you could do with him. He's super cute, and I kind of like that they scaled down the candy canes, which doesn't feel like you're getting your money's worth, but then they come out with this. So yeah, I think, you know, this really maybe made up for it. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I did also grab a couple of stars. These are just a really fun size. Again, I kind of like the idea of maybe just leaving them blank and putting them on the wall around your tree. I kind of have this vision of like my tree in the corner of the room and then just these dark silhouettes kind of on the wall decorating the wall around it. I don't know, maybe that sounds silly. I'm not an interior decorator, but when I saw these, I thought that that might be fun. I only grabbed 2. I probably should have grabbed 3 if that's the idea I'm going with, but they're kind of a cute, fun size, and I think they're great for gift giving, so I grabbed the 2 of them. And I also grabbed the 2-pack of circles, but I can't find where they are. We'll get to them eventually, I'm sure. Okay, so I grabbed 2 of these tree skirts, the little mini tree skirts. I got 2 of the same, this kind of like brushed tin, galvanized tin. My store did have the red ones, but I liked these ones better, and I just think they're gonna look really cute around the tree. I have this idea to maybe put a bunch of trees on the bottom part here of my fireplace, and I thought that these would look fun kind of if I have different heights and layers and types of trees, and this just brings a little bit of something different to some of those trees. So these ones say Farm Fresh Christmas Tree. I think they're super cute. So along the lines of that whole star idea that I have, I did also pick up 3 of these galvanized stars. These 2 are stuck together. There we go. So they are the ones that are a little bit like a shadow box here. And I just thought, again, these would look really pretty, maybe just placed somewhere around the back of the tree, kind of creating a scene behind the tree, if you will. And then later on down the road, I can decorate inside them. You can paint on this. You can use alcohol markers on this, or, you know, cover it with scrapbooking paper, whatever you want to do. Throw a picture in there. You can use it on the other side if you don't want to use that inside. My store seems to be carrying these all year round. They have the blue Crafter Square label on them, which means they're in stores all year round. They're not a seasonal decor item, so I can always pick up a 4th one if I decide I'm gonna do some sort of picture thing so that I have one for all of the kids. But for now, I just kind of liked that idea of having the 3 of them. So, and they have the hearts and they have other shapes too, but I think the star for me is the most kind of iconic Christmas image. I found the little truck ceramic shape. I showed you guys the gnome in my last haul, and I was pretty excited to find this guy. There's also a Santa Claus and something else, but I was really excited to find the truck. Again, I don't know how I'm gonna paint it. I enjoy doing that kind of thing, but I always get nervous in case I screw it up. But look at all the detail. Like, it's just really, really nice. I feel like I could go into my local painted up shop that does these ceramic shapes and then fires them for you, and it would be on par with their stuff. Not to put their stuff down, I really think that they've done a great job at Dollar Tree. So the tree has all the lines in it and detail in it. The truck has all the detail in it. The little banner says Merry. There's even a wreath here on the front. I just think it's really well done. So if you did pick a bunch of these up, you can go ahead and paint them, and then you can actually get the ceramic glaze that you paint over top of it, and it will seal it all in and give it not quite that like nice, smooth, finished fired look, but it will give it something really close to that. So it's kind of nice. I like that they're bringing this kind of stuff out. Going along with the red truck, I grabbed some red truck ribbon. I was really excited to see this because last year I couldn't find any of the red truck ribbon that I saw people hauling. I don't know if this is new this year or if this is the same one from last year because I couldn't find it last year, but it's super cute. It has that red and black buffalo check and then the trees and the snowflakes, so I think it's going to be really fun to decorate with. Sticking with the ribbons, I grabbed a bunch of these red and white check. I think they're just really sweet. They're very, very Christmassy, but I also think of picnic blankets, so I think that this would be really fun to use in some of your summer decor as well, and it's just that right size for cute little bows on all of your projects. I did also find this red truck ribbon. Here we go. So it's got the red truck, it says Merry Christmas, and then it has the cute little dog. I don't know if this is new for this year or the same one they had out last year, but it's really cute. I'm glad I found it, and it'll look really cute on, I think, some packages and some of my December daily pages. And then I also grabbed a bunch of these. I did not see these at all last year. I know that this isn't new. The size of the checks might be new, like it might be updated, but having a buffalo check print isn't new, so I'm just glad that I found it. I think I got 3 or 4 of them. I'd really like to actually use these to make bows on all of our gifts this year. So they're 9 feet long and they're the 2.5 inch wide ribbon. And to go along with the ribbon, I popped these in here because I didn't know where else in the haul to put them, but I did find the Pom Pom Makers. I actually found these way back in, it was either the end of July or early August, but I've been holding on to them to show you guys. So this is the big one. It makes approximately a it says 2.4, so about a 2.5 inch pom-pom, and then this pack has the 2 little ones. So one is about 1.8 inches and the other is about 1.2 inches. I don't know how well they'll work, but I will be finding out soon. I'm gonna do a DIY garland that I'm planning to put together. I'm making one for me, one for a friend. So I plan to put these to the test and see if they're actually going to work. So I will let you know. So in keeping with the whole kind of yarn theme, I found these little kits and I am so excited. Each one makes 2 little ornaments. So this is Santa and a snowman. And this is a penguin and a different snowman. And my son loves this. I've bought him a bunch of these kits before and embroidery kits, and he doesn't enjoy using an actual embroidery like a canvas or cloth. He much prefers having a pattern and having the actual plastic grid. And so that's what these are. So you get 2 grids, you get the 2 patterns, and you get all the yarn you need to make these, and I think he's going to love them. He'll be able to give one to his teachers if he wants, or whoever he wants. He can keep them and put them on his little Christmas tree, but I was really excited to find these. I hope they keep putting more of these out for every different holiday and occasion, because he will make them, and I think that's so great. It's really good for fine motor skills and for dexterity for kids, and they also have to do a little bit of math because they have to be able to count and get all their stitching right. So these are really good, especially for kids that have some of those fine motor issues, kids that have ADHD, anxiety, things like that. These are perfect. I found a couple more fun red trucks. So I think this was out last year and I was swooning over it. Now, it could be a little bit different. They could have changed it a little bit, but I know I saw people hauling something really similar last year. I couldn't find it, so I actually let out a little squeal of joy in the store when I saw these, because I remembered and I really wanted to find them, and we didn't have any, but look, so I got 2. And again, it's one of those situations where I get 2 of something and I think, oh, I should have got 3, but do I need 3? Maybe I need 3. They're just really cute. They're really well made. I'm quite impressed. I feel like this is something that you would buy at Walmart or Michael's. In fact, I've seen things like this at Walmart and Michael's going for 3 or 4 times the amount of money. So the colors are really well done. You can see everything's cut out nicely in mine. Some of them weren't. I kind of went through the pile a little bit. Some of them had some of the little negative space with pieces that you kind of had to push through, but no big flaws in any of them. And you can see in here they have the light, so I just always check for ones that the little tag is still in, so that they haven't been turned on yet, and they just kind of light up and look super cute. And you can definitely DIY them. You could cut something out on your Cricut or your silhouette to put onto the track. You could add some little ornaments or glitter. You could repaint these. You could sand it and repaint them if you want a blue track or a green track or whatever it is. You can really do a lot with them, but I like that they're dimensional. So many of us have taken those flat signs, the truck signs, and tried to turn them into something that could actually stand. These are already standing for you, and they're the perfect size for your tier trays, for your mantles, all the places that I always talk about over and over again. I just really was so excited to find these. And then I also found this little guy, super, super cute. There were several different shapes, different styles of this, where the light is inside, so you can see it here on the back. Again, I always look for the tag to still be in there, and these are more of the paint it yourself. So I obviously saw truck, but my daughter saw a Volkswagen Beetle or a Volkswagen van, so you could really interpret it however you want. It's just a really cute shape that you can personalize and paint and give it to your kids if you want, and kind of have fun DIYing it. I got a ton of these wooden shapes. Now, this is the problem when you shop in little bursts starting way back in August and working your way forward. As they put stuff out, you grab it. But 2, 3, 4 weeks later, do you remember that you grabbed it? I don't. So some of this I intentionally duplicated, some of it I didn't, but that's okay because I don't think these ever really go out of style. They're very versatile. They take paint really well, so the kids can paint on them. You can use them as tags and give them on gifts to teachers, and there's always a reason for us to be able to use something like this. They're great on garlands. You can cut them really easily, so as a scrapbooker, I have definitely played around with all my wood veneer and done just about everything I could to it. I've embossed on it, I've watercolored them, I've painted them, I've colored on them with markers. So you can do a lot with them. So I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, and 4 packages of the really cute truck with the tree. You can definitely cut that tree off of this wood veneer if you wanted to turn this into a little truck with pumpkins or something else in it. So I'm not upset, but I didn't mean to get 4. I probably would have been happy with 2 packs. I have the Mary, and I think, let's see here, I have 2 packs of that. So that's a little better, right? But also just really cute. I like the little deer on it. I think that might be it for the duplicates though. So I did find these Merry Christmas banners. These are great for DIYs, but these also will work really well on a scrapbook layout. I found the Believe. Very cute. There's 3 pieces in these ones, and 5 pieces in the Mary, and yeah, and 5 pieces in the trucks. This one is the Let It Snow. So they actually have a big version of this, a really big, probably like not quite 12 inches tall, but probably 12 inches wide, that people have been doing some really beautiful DIYs with. But I'm a scrapbooker, so I'm always gonna go for the little things that will fit on my pages. And then I have another Believe. And then I have these Christmas trees. Now, I knew that I already had several packs of these, so I didn't need to buy multiples of it, but I always grab them because, again, they make great garlands, they make really cute tags and that kind of thing, so you can never go wrong having these in your stash. I also grabbed another pack of these. Let me see here. So of course my packs always fall apart when I've put them in a bag for a while, but they do have the little sticky backs on them. I often will take those off to use them in my pages, but these also work really nicely in your different DIYs. They're really great for the kids. They can go ahead and paint on the ones that are unfinished, but I like the stars here that have the glitter on them. And there's several versions of this pack, and I have a whole bunch of all of them. I love the little red stockings in the other one, but I did grab one more of these. My store, I think, hasn't gotten any new ones in, so they're just putting out last year's stock, and they didn't have the other pages, but I definitely grabbed this one because I know I've used all of the stars. I also found one of these really cute little DIY 3D craft kits. So it comes with the stand, and you can see, well, hopefully you can see, the stand has little grooves in it, and then all of these pieces actually come out. You can paint them, DIY them, do whatever you want, and then you slide them into the stand so they give that 3D effect. But I actually just really like the size of all of these pieces, and I think I'm probably going to use them all on their own and put them onto a page, and then I can just keep this back for something else. So another non-Christmas item that I picked up but I think would be really fun to DIY and create as some sort of Christmas gift are these houses. So there is the whiteboard and the chalkboard version. I got 2 of each, and I don't know if I'm going to do something with it for myself or do something for my daughter to kind of hang in her area downstairs, but I don't think I'll keep the actual whiteboard or the chalkboard background, but this would be really fun if you had a silhouette or a Cricut and you wanted to cut something out with vinyl or even paper and put it here, put it in your little classroom if you're homeschooling, and have little notes on it. I think they're just really cute. They're kind of a fun size. I've actually been collecting all the different versions of the houses that Dollar Tree has been putting out for the last couple of years. The ones that have the kind of wider shadow box to them with the different colors of background. And then I saw these, and I have an idea for my craft room wall maybe to do some sort of display on there, but I wanted to throw them in here because if I do decide to DIY them and make them as a gift for Christmas for my daughter, I just thought I would show that they're out and they're really cute, and there's a lot of things you can do with them. Same with these. These aren't specifically Christmas, but they are the perfect size to kind of make cute little ornaments, little snowmen and things like that. I have a few ideas for different DIYs that I want to do with them, but they aren't explicitly Christmas. They're out all the time. I've just never seen this size in my store, and the width is really nice if you were wanting to make them into ornaments or tags or that kind of thing. So I thought I would throw those into my haul to show you. I've also been grabbing a bunch of these. I have 5 of them in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And my store doesn't carry them consistently. So as I go to my store and different stores, if I see one, I tend to see kind of like one lone one tucked away somewhere. And I've been grabbing them because I really do want to put together one of the coffee bars. I've seen Bargain Bethany doing these coffee hot chocolate stands. She does such a fantastic job with them, and I really, really want to create one to go on the end of my kitchen table, but I need to collect a few more. I know I do have some in my stash, but I think I still need probably a few more just to make the coffee bar the size that I want it to be. And you have to go check out her videos. I'll leave a link to her video down below so you can go and check it out. I grabbed a couple packages of these cute little trees. They did have snowmen as well. One of the labels came off, but you can see here there's 8 in a package, and they're just really cute. And I thought these would actually look really adorable if you wanted to take one of your little houses and create some kind of scene. So you can see it actually sits quite nicely on this width. So you have a little bit of dimension. It just pokes out a little tiny bit, and you could create a really pretty little, you know, winter Christmassy scene. So I don't have any specific plans for these, but I knew I needed to grab a couple packages because I'm sure I will see all the DIYs and then the ideas will just start flowing, and then that's when you can't find them anymore. So I grabbed 2 packs of those. I got one of these really cute little plastic ornament balls. This one has the little red truck on it, so I'm probably keeping this one for myself, and I don't know what I plan to do on the inside, but something, I'll fill it with something. I also grabbed these guys. I've seen people hauling the snowman, so I did get a snowman, but I also found a Santa. Let's see if you'll be able to see him. Like that. And I found the little gingerbread man. So I know so many people do gingerbread as their kind of Christmas theme for their kitchen, but I just thought he was so cute, and I have a feeling these are going over really, really well, which hopefully means that they'll bring them back next year. So I can kind of keep adding to this collection, but I thought these would be fun for the kids to make. They've done the round ones, they've filled them with different things, they've painted on the outside of them. It's often something they do in school, but I've also done things with them, but I think maybe the different shaped ones would be really fun and something a little bit different. So I plan to kind of give it to the 3 older kids and just say, have at her, what do you want to do, and let them go to town with it. These aren't really DIY, but I threw them in the bag, so I'm going to show them to you. I grabbed these 2 sweet little guys. They have some weight to them so that they'll sit up nice and sturdy, and they're nice and tall. There were also elves. There was a girl elf and a boy elf, but I didn't need all 4 of them, and these guys really kind of called to me, so I grabbed these 2. I also found some fun fabric, which is kind of exciting for me because my store does get fabric occasionally, but I don't think we get anything near the amount that especially American stores get. So when I find this kind of thing, I get that little squeal where people walking by go, why is that lady so happy in a Dollar Tree? But how cute is this? You guys, it's adorable. I picked up the F. So I showed you guys in the last haul that I had the other letters of my kids' names. I was just missing one, so I went ahead and picked it up in just like the raw letter form that they always carry. And I'll just have to figure out how I want to kind of decorate his. I grabbed a few packs of these cute little mini trees. Again, I have that same sort of thought where I don't have a specific purpose right now for them, but I know that at some point I'm gonna think, why didn't I grab those? So I went ahead and grabbed them. I think I grabbed 2 packs of them, and these would also sit really nicely on those houses if you wanted to create some kind of scene. So there's 8 in these as well. I added this little mug to my collection. So this is the red truck, and then I love that they've kind of created a scene this year. So there's the tree, and then there's the red barn, and it says, have yourself a merry little Christmas. It is printed on both sides, which is great. And you guys all know, if you've been trying to take an Instagram selfie, depending on how you like to take the picture, you need to have the mug going the right way. But also if you're left-handed, I think a lot of left-handed people appreciate the fact that the mug is printed so that they are probably going to be holding it in their right hand and doing stuff with their left hand. But I do think it's a nice touch to have it printed on both sides. I grabbed a couple more scarves. They just always come in handy. I know I already have a whole bunch of them, but you just never know. And legitimately, you can use these as scarves. They are soft, they're not the most warm, so this is more the kind of scarf that I would throw into the box that we keep in our car where we have all our extra mitts and toques and gloves and that kind of stuff in case we break down. I have a few of these thrown in there as well. They also make really good blankets to kind of wrap the baby up on those extra cold days when he's in his car seat and he really shouldn't be in a big puffy winter coat. They definitely do come in handy as actual scarves, but they're perfect for DIYs, so I always keep a bunch on hand. And then I think the last thing I'm going to show you guys for this part is this calendar. Now, it's not very Christmassy, I know. So you can see here that it is a calendar with just all the blank images, and you can go ahead and color them. But why I got this is I have an idea to do a DIY with this, where I'm actually gonna get my kids to pick a couple of these and color them, including the baby. I'm just gonna get each of them to do 3, so they can pick the 3 that they want from here, color them, and then I'm actually going to put a picture of them with each of the pages that they've colored. So hopefully when they're picking their patterns that they like, they don't pick 3 in a row, but if they do, that's okay. But I'm gonna do a little kind of scrapbook page with each one, I guess, and put a picture of them, kind of maybe related to the month that they pick. And this is gonna be a present for one of the grandmas. Hopefully they're not watching. Yes, so I think that that's just gonna be fun. So that is it. That is all I'm gonna give you guys for part 2. I have a ton more stuff. I don't know if you can see behind me here. You can't see this bag. I'll let you peek. There's 2 more bags of stuff, some wrapping paper and all that kind of fun stuff. So please click subscribe, click that bell. That way you'll get notified when part 3 goes up. And thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I love you guys so much. I hope you're enjoying this. Chat with me down below. I love to hear from you. And until next time, happy shopping. Bye.